So, as she said, I'm the content person, not the speaker, but I'll try. Who's my audience? Well, anyone who needs good content is my audience. Having said that, people who can afford me, narrowing it down. But so there is a lot of difference in, like, in Marissa when she says about the social space, and we all have to be, everyone's online, so we have to be online. You can't be left behind. You can't expect people to come and know you, knock on your door, if you don't do anything about it. There's a lot of technology involved. I'm not a technical person at all, but having been in the tech industry for over 10 years, I'm still very bad at it. I need help figuring out the phone and stuff, so I need help with all that. But my forte is English language, and that is what I've been doing all my life. Ever since the 4th grade, I started writing, carried on. My daughter's carrying on that tradition, so I'm so very happy.
What is your style? Like, what is your writing style? Like, how do you describe yourself?
Okay. Mostly business.
Okay, but what is your voice? What does it sound like? Because there's some people who they identify themselves as quirky. There's some who identify themselves as badass. There's some who identify themselves, there's all these different.
No, I'm none of those. When I'm writing, I'm pretty serious and straightforward.
Okay.
My job is to help my clients get their voice out there in the right way. I do have clients who want me to write their blogs every day, but I'm not really the social blog kind of a person.
Right.
My husband's been telling me all our lives that I should be writing a book. And I keep telling him, no, see, it shows you don't know me at all. I mean, I write. I love writing, I love reading.
I'm totally pulling that one too. Yeah. That's an outtake.
But
you don't know me at all.
I'm not a fiction writer. I am absolutely, I don't read nonfiction, but I write nonfiction. It's very weird, I know. But I cannot write fiction. I mean, I've tried, and they are such crap. Oh, God. I don't want to read them, even once. They're like so bad. I never keep my diaries. I mean, I used to when I was a teenager. Everybody's tried. I chucked them. The day I read them, I chucked them. Mm-hmm. So I'm that bad when it comes to fiction. But when it comes to business writing, when it comes to helping businesses, I love it. I love writing for them. But I did not start that way. I was a PR and marketing person for over a decade, for almost 14 years. Mm-hmm. So before that, I was a journalist. So it gave me like both sides of the media, what the media wants, and now that for the past 3 years that I've been writing content for the web, or even for, say, maybe a company profile that you have, which is not online, it has given me a very good perspective of what is required. I mean, who's your audience? Like, your audience would be totally different from her audience, because, they're so different. But to change the content and to keep switching, to whoever needs. I have clients who need product descriptions every day. Product descriptions are no more like just Amazon, going to Amazon and reading those little bullet points, which doesn't say anything, just So
yeah, they're kind of useless, aren't they?
That's what they have. But now they have figured out that no matter how much we sell, we still need to call in more people, and they need to know. I just signed up with a mattress. It sounds very boring. It's very exciting for me. Mattress company based in Australia. So they've been selling mattresses forever. And they've had an Amazon page, an eBay page, their own page, everything. But the clients really don't know how useful the mattress is. I mean, they know the size, they know the depth, they know how it looks like, how useful it is.
Right.
So now they have to figure out how useful it is. It is not exciting for anyone, but for me, it's such a challenge because they've given me 3 bullet points, like the size and the shape, but I have to write, say, 500 words about how useful it is.
Ah.
So that's what I do. So anybody who needs good content would be my audience.
So have you thought about developing, one of the things that I did when I started working on my online courses is I did what's called a mind dump. I basically dumped everything I thought about related to this particular area. First it started, what do people need? And then it narrowed down to, okay, if I'm going to design a course around how to do your own graphics, what needs to be in that course? And I find that mind dumps really help me to tease apart the pieces that I'm thinking people want from the pieces that they truly need, right? And have you thought about doing a mind dump around content? It's super, I just did it in a Google Doc. It's super simple. You just, okay, if I was talking to a new client and I was trying to help them learn how to write, what would they need? Dump it. Just dump everything out, walk away from it, come back to it, dump some more, walk away from it, come back to it, dump some more. By about the third iteration of that, you're going to start seeing some major concepts that are popping out to you that are saying, okay, this is how you write copy. This is the process, right? Then design an online course around that process, and I will pull you in on my project if you can come up with a kick-ass online course. I would suggest that you run a challenge first and you get some formative feedback from your audience, right? And this can all be done online, and I can pull you into the groups that I'm in, and they can start using you. You can pull in some beta testers and stuff like that.
Okay.
But people need to know how to do copy. Hell, I need to know how to do copy. I mean, and I've been doing academic writing for eons, you know. So, but there's a big difference when you start writing for an for your audience. You know, it's very different than writing for your committee.
Absolutely.
So people need that. That is, your project management and your content, your copy.
And
Those
people
are
also need to know the difference between, I might be very good. Like I said, I know that I can write, but I know I can't write stories.
Right.
So there's a huge difference. Like what you write for your website would be completely different from what you write for your marketing,
Exactly.
for your flyer,
Exactly.
and what you write for your blog.
exactly.
They're all different.
They're all different.
voices, but
Yep.
it's you.
Yep.
But it has to be different. So that's
Right.
where you need some help.
So
and guidance.
so do your mind dump, and let's kind
Okay.
of see where you're at, and
Absolutely.
let's
Yeah, you
let's
guys could be
Absolutely.
huge power partners.
exactly.
Huge.
And I totally would pull both of you in. I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding either.
I am
You're
being
going to be bombarded with
super
calls. You just
serious.
said nobody calls you?
Nobody calls me. Okay, Ruth. Okay, Ruth. You didn't. You emailed and it got lost in cyberspace.
I
somewhere.
called her.
She did call, and we had a
Because
nice,
you just scared
we had a
everybody saying,
nice-
I might not take the call.
We had
so
a
you
nice long
text.
time. No,
That's
I
right.
said if I can't take it, but most of the time
Are